Lord, thunder and cheese, I think I got it. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Still not showing anything on my end. Come on. All good now. All right. Sorry, guys. I will do that. I will do that. For some reason, it didn't accept. Okay. My table looks like a grenade just went off on it. Oh well. What's that? Oh yes. I'll put that there. We'll file that. File that over there. Now, my mug, depending on which way you drink it, I finally ordered it, and my frugal side did not stop me. To have that shipped to me, this cup I protect. $30 cup right there. Yeah. Anyways, onwards, upwards. Sorry for the congestion, guys. I'm not going to let that slow me down. I've taken 3 tests. I'm all negative. It's not the hokey pokey. So I'm not going to shake myself around. Whoa. That's just a hell of a sight. So I'm going to start off my Procrastination Thursday with Gas Rant Segment 1. So I'm going to update. It seems like it comes up in a conversation all the time. So I'm going to start off my lives on Thursdays only with gas talk. Get everybody fired up and get them angry and then we can procrastinate. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Breaths are okay. You know, lower your blood pressures. It's all good. So I did a national average. It actually turns out that Nova Scotia's the second highest. But it turns out that our good old Newfie friends from the Rock are paying the highest gas prices. When, yes, we got to breathe. They are pumping gas out of the Atlantic. Irving, and believe me, Gavin, do you guys not have like a refinery on the Rock as well, or in Labrador? I thought you guys had a. Excuse me. What do you call it? Refinery. But anyways, our national average is $2.08 a liter. And for all my US friends, don't worry, I got you covered. That's $7.60 for the cheapest gas you can put in your vehicle. So $7.60 a gallon. Our diesel, which all our trucking runs on, everything that goes to our grocery stores. Buddy of mine, he runs big tanks on his 18-wheeler. because he runs up north here, and he's like sometimes got to go 100 miles between fuel ups. So he doesn't want to be, not that like he can go 3 days without fueling. He's got the big tanks. Anyways, he sent me a picture the other day. Cost him almost $1,000, and he wasn't on empty. So everybody that is saying that, folks, the shortages and whatever, we're getting shortages, plus the price is going through the roof. It's actually ironic. I put out the thing, yesterday? No, Tuesday. I don't know, yesterday, about Debbie's car. The salesman contacted me and said, "Thank you for not putting in a price." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Nissan as a whole raised their prices $2,000 per vehicle since you purchased that." I'm like, wow. He's like, they were losing money on the transportation side. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I've never heard a car dealership losing money. And he's like, no. But he's like, they cut it 50%. He's like, they're not making what they used to. And whenever we bought ours, they looked at us and said, "This is the price, pay it. If not, somebody else will walk in this door this afternoon and buy it." We were in the middle of buying the car. We had already signed on the dotted line, so nobody could take it from us. And there was 3 people come in and look for that cash guy. Now, you want to rattle your socks. You guys down there, a lot of you have electric heat, or, you don't run off of furnace oil. I do. I just got filled up this week. Actually, I lie. When did I get filled up? May the 30th. The guy was here to fill up our tank. Now, I'll be good till December, but elderly folks that have furnace oil, they're either going to have to freeze next winter. It's man, oh man, oh man. It's getting to the point where folks are being forced out of their homes here in Canada because it costs us quite a bit of money to heat our homes in the winter. So, my furnace oil. What did I have? Furnace oil. So, they put in 1,363 liters. $1.95. Actually, you can round it up. It's $1.95.9. So we'll just go with $1.96 a liter for furnace oil. It is a necessity in Canada. You need heat or you die. Pretty simple. That transpired. Just the charge for my fuel oil was $1,461. I used to heat my home for a year on that. And we've only had this house 20 years, so I'm not going back in the day. We've only lived here 20 years. So $1,461. And our wonderful Prime Minister Mr. Sparkle Socks. Who is the biggest user of carbon now charges us a carbon tax on top of what I've just paid, $1,461. He's charging me carbon tax. So he's charging me $177.23 for taxes. And he's charging me $93, almost $100 for a carbon tax. So in Canada, it's illegal to tax. Let's follow this. I get my oil, they tax it. The driver goes away, the government now puts on a 0.134 cent per liter. So 13 and a half cents per liter is what they're calling a carbon tax. Canada is a carbon positive country, which means we're in the negative. So we're helping other countries in the world to eliminate their carbon because we have so many lakes. We have more lakes and rivers in Canada than there is in the rest of the world. True fact. You can look that one up. So we are, I guess you'd call it positive, negative. Anyways, we're on the good side of things. So he's ramming this down. It's like I'm blessed that I have an amazing wife who works at the hospital and makes good money. Now, works her ass off at the hospital. And, lately they've been, yeah. Anyways, I keep telling her she's my superhero without a cape. She wears a lab coat. But it's just, I don't know. So the whole package, what I'm getting to is it cost me $1,645.95 for oil. People can't do it. So with my tank rental, what else are they dinging me for? So my tank rental downstairs, my hot water tank, and the oil, which I will ensure that a padlock's put on the thermostat and there won't be heat turned on in this house until December. $1,804.71. And that's a necessity. That's not, everybody wants to get rid of petroleum, blah, 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 blah. That might be all right in Texas. And I'm not singling you out, Jesse. I'm just, or Louisiana, or lower Florida. You don't have to, you can heat your home by electricity. We can't, because our electricity is even more expensive than the price of fuel oil. There's going to be so many people that are in trouble and are going to lose homes. It's going to come down to people eating or people staying warm. They're not going to have the option. So, on the bright side, I'm feeling better. Still a bit congested. But that's my gas rant for today. And I showed off my new mug. For those of you that didn't see, available on my merch store. Bonfire. It's on my About page. Now, if you do want this with both logos, you have to let me know because I have to make the mug. I made this one special for myself. There's one of a kind as I go and break it. Yeah, that's only one of a kind. So the one that I have on there, I believe, only has this one. And yeah, so moving onwards and upwards. I'm a way behind in the chat, but I don't care. You guys took the time to come visit me. I'm going to recognize you. So we got Shane, Great Farmer Freelance. Most days I'm in Shane's live. I say most because that silly goose goes live way too early for this boy. Especially whenever it's been pretty good the last couple days, touch wood. My spasms have been to a minimum. And some more good news yesterday. So I've recently switched doctors 2 years ago because one retired. Well, the numbskull put that I was a diabetic. Never been a diabetic day in my life that I knew of, but I guess I tested high one time. Well, it was right after Christmas. I do like my Christmas bacon. And yeah, she put down that I was diabetic. So I had to go through 2 years, it turned out to be 2.5 years, of testing every 3 months to prove that something went wrong. And I got the all good yesterday that you're nowhere even close to being a diabetic. So I came home and I celebrated with some Oreos. Works, right? And anyways, so that was some great news that I got yesterday. So we've got Shane, Great Farmer Freelance. Like I said, that boy, he can ramble. And I was gonna do an impersonation, but I'm gonna make myself cough. And anyways, maybe whenever I'm feeling better, I'll do a Shane impersonation. But you know, it's all in love, brother. It's all in love. And if we can't laugh at ourselves, who the hell can we laugh at? And then we've got, of course, the one and only, the second in command on this channel, Uncle Jesse. Lisa's here. Rebecca, how are you? I'm going to go through really quick, guys. So if you've said something, I'm going to try to catch everything, but my adopted son from the Rock. G'day, Gavin. Beverly, welcome. Artistic Element, Billy Spears. Who have we got? Beverly, Our New Land, Devin. Welcome. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Everybody talking. Tiny Tim, Chris and Larry. Well, Chris, Larry be working. Probably. I hate to assume, but I'm going to make that assumption. And old Bautissimo going crazy. Urban Gardening Chronicles. I am putting out a I am going to do a garden video. I wanted to wait till it was all done, but I need some help from the younger fellas. Now, I did get the stairs fixed at the back of the house. They were destroyed in the tornado. They're fixed. Clothesline. I think we're going to wait until we take down that tree. And I'm told that I have to cut back a tree that's over my house. Now, I haven't figured out how that one's going to happen yet, because there's no way in hell I can afford a crane to come in. I'm looking thousands of dollars. And even if I could afford it, I'm far too frugal to be doing that. So what I might do is see how much it is to buy one of those they're electric chainsaws, but they're on like a pole saw. Is that what you'd call them? Anyways, I'm told that for like $600 or $700 I can buy a pole saw, and then I could do the whole property all the time. Well, not. I use the Royal We. One of either Mackenzie's boyfriend or Kyle, depending on who's around, can come give me a hand, and yeah, get that all done, and I can justify $600-700. I can't justify a couple $1,000. And who have we got? We got Aunt Lisa, Squirrel, Magnet Fishing. How are you, brother? Everybody saying hello to everybody. Never. I always find that absolutely amazing, and I appreciate that, guys. JB Conway, how are you? The Bearded Eagle, howdy. Now, was Rebecca just behind? Because I'm still seeing that people can't hear me, but I'm showing that I'm broadcasting. Help a fella out. I am not the most technical. So, Roberta, how are you? I'm going to keep doing this. Roberta. Bearded Eagles, 15 away from 400. Atta boy. Keep battling. Dig deep into the trenches. Again, any and all help I can get. I'm trying to dig both feet in and get monetized. Again, I'm trying to spend equal amount of time, and well, during the summer, everybody knows everybody's so busy anyways. Hey, Nick, AZ Highland Homestead. See, Nick, what would go perfect with your name would be Highland Cattle. I'm thinking so, brother. You get yourself a bull, an Angus bull, and a couple cows that are Highland. The meat is absolutely amazing, and trust me, people will pay to get healthy red meat. The problem here is people that don't know, they have to cut out red meat because they don't realize that there's such a thing as Highland. They're told, but you can't go to the grocery store and buy Highland meat. And it's too bad because I tend to enjoy the taste a lot more too. And yeah. Um, so I've got everybody all fired up. Love it. Verna, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Leon, welcome, sir. Hopefully everything is well on your side of the pond. And hopefully you and the missus are both doing well. Brandy's unboxings and more. Well, good morning, Brandy, and welcome. Appreciate you. New name here. um, yeah, yeah, exactly, Matt. And big welcome to my little brother, Big Matt. Who am I joking? He's about the only guy that I know that can pick me up. I appreciate you being here, Matt. And you do what you need to do, brother. You need to sit in the background, you sit in the background. You want to come on panel, you come on panel. Whatever you feel like doing, you let me. Wrong button. Sorry, guys. Whew. Don't know what the heck I did or where. Oh, now it's saying Big Mac YouTube. Told you guys, I am technical illiterate. Coastal water. Hello, coastal. Very close to postal, but we know coastal. Oh, go for it, Rebecca. You just got to do it. You can always find an excuse for why not to do it. And like I will tell you, like I've told Zombie, um, you know, Jesse and Lisa, rah, go for it. Just do it. And you know what? Zombie hasn't looked back. I forced him to put up his first force is maybe a little strong. But I pushed him in a way that he did. He started it. You can rent the saw. But I can, Jesse, but they're all gas. And I can't do it. Because if I have to do it, I need the battery one. It's lighter. And I got to go with the lightest thing. And I know Canadian Tire's got them coming on sale here shortly. Buddy of mine's a manager. So he might be buying a new saw. And that way there, I have it. I know who's used it last. And I just, renting scares the bejesus out of me. Because I've rented a couple tools before, they've broken, and then I'm on the hook to fix them. I treat all my tools well. After it's used outside, it's wiped off and put away. Like, you know, Kyle changes the tires for himself and the girls. So he used to do it all by hand. Well, I said, that's crazy. So I said to him, I said, Dad'll go out and buy you a good impact set, but you got to look after it. And he hasn't looked back, and he's just like me. He wipes off his stuff. And, yeah, it was about $500 by the time I got the sockets and the big driver. And, but it's ours. And we know that it's in good condition. I just, I've could have bought at least one out of the two things I've rented before for the money that I had to spend to fix the garbage they rented me. So that's why I'm a little gun shy whenever it comes to that. And I know it's much cheaper. I get it. I get it. It's just, what is it? Once bitten, twice shy or something. Something like that. And absolutely, JB is probably one of the biggest supporters. She is everywhere. And if somebody needs something, she is everywhere. And tremendous, tremendous lady. And it's so amazing to have her in our community. And, you know, um, yeah, I appreciate everything you do for everybody, JB. Um, you know, even if it does come back to bite you in the, you know what, but um, it's just amazing that we have people that give so much. Okay, guys, I just, because I had seen a couple people say that they still couldn't hear me, I was like, yeah, I think I sound okay. And yeah, so your least expensive, we're we're just about double. Well, like I said in Mike and Terry's live last night, last time I filled up my truck was $180, and I don't even have the great big tank that come with the Hemis. I had a guy last week ask me what my fuel mileage was like. I looked at him and said, "Pardon?" He's like, "Well, what kind of fuel mileage do you get with that girl?" And I'm like, "In all honesty, sir, I didn't buy a Hemi half ton for fuel mileage." I'm like, it was bought because I like Hemis and I like Dodges. I don't know of any um, I don't know of anybody that buys a half ton for fuel mileage. But teach their own, I suppose. Red Road Homestead. All right. Well, if you need to just turn down the sound and listen, you just do what you need to do. And I just appreciate you coming. And of course you do, JB. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's all good. It's I'll get to it. And in God time, whenever he decides that it's time for me to get it, I'll get it. And I've been putting some money away, and um, we've decided that we're going to move our trip up because we're going to end up spending the money on paying off bills. And we saved too long and worked our asses off for too many years to try, you know, to just, and yes, the adult thing is to pay off the bills, but that's not what that money was for. That was be 26 years since her and I went on a vacation, just the two of us. So yeah, it took us 8 years to save the money, but you know, yeah, it could be gone tomorrow by paying off bills, but Who the hell wants to do that? I want to go on a cruise. So I'm waiting. I should be getting a call here soon. Well, it's very easy, Jesse. You turn, sorry, I've got the phone and I've just got a really recent text from Jesse. If you turn down the volume, you can still listen, but I'm not as loud. Tabernacle. Don't, there's too much going on in here, too much fuzziness. I can't try to figure out a Jesse. Oh, I'm right at the bottom. Look at that. I don't even have to look over here anymore. I got you right here. And yes, no, headaches are not fun. Well, that's what people tell us, Roberta. So we were we always had it booked for May, and the way that life has been kind of going um, astray, later spring, that I think we're going to. The cruise that I found is out of Galveston this January. So I just got to try to figure out like flights, you know, because there's one just a little bit more out of Miami, but I'm thinking I can, some of my Oklahoma friends and whatever else, we might be able to meet if we fly out of Galveston. And I think, okay, Jesse. So, yeah. And you guys, Jesse, if I was to go out of Galveston, you guys aren't that far from there, right? So you, Big Matt, um, Charlie, and Brandy. I'm trying to think. So because I'd be coming in at least the day early, and yeah, I just got to see because it was cheaper to fly into Dallas and then Uber to near Galveston. I forget the little town. Um, but somebody was telling me that I'd be spending a fortune on an Uber from Dallas to. So yeah, I got to figure out where to fly into and all that stuff and pricing. But right now, it does look like we'll be flying in because we want to be on the ship for my birthday. And so, yeah, we'll be flying in, I think, the 27th of January, flying out February 8th, 6th, something like that. But, oh, okay, cool. You guys are about 45 minutes. So you guys wouldn't be that far then from this. Oh, man, I forget. Honestly, I have so much head cover, we'll say. Foggy, fuzzy, sure, kind of deal. And Jesse, I'm not taking any cough medicine whatsoever. Actually, I got to take my vitamins. Believe it or not, my head kind of. If I was to take my vitamins right now, within an hour, whew, and maybe that's what I'll do here shortly. Is what I should do is share the. Um, Holy crap! I'm 5 hours from Dallas. Yeah, that'd freaking take me Jesus. Okay, then. We'll be talking, Jesse. Because they give Dallas as one of the fly-in spots. So maybe they have something set up there, and if you were to take their shuttle, yeah, I guess if I was to take their shuttle, you want me to do anything with that?
No, I'll just make it when I come home. You can cut it up though.
What are you making?
Fajitas.
Okay, can I have one chicken breast?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a good recipe the other day. I want to try. So yeah, no, I see again. Was it Carnival or Norwegian that had Dallas as a fly-in location? So not unless they have like buses maybe that go back and forth. I'm not sure, but you'd be better off. Where's Jesse gone? You'd be better off taking a plane from DFW to Hobby Airport. Is that like an international airport? Could I fly into there?
It broke.
Oh shit! Is that one in good condition though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You may have to. Well, as soon as you start feeling it go, you're gonna have to spend $100 to get another one.
I was going to anyway.
Oh, are you? Okay.
I just have to get Alex.
Yeah. Well, you probably got to order it too, right? I don't know if they'd have that in stock or not. I don't think so, but
Well, they would have to custom make it.
yeah, it's true. If it is too see again, I didn't know. I knew Houston had an airport. I didn't know it was international. Yeah, so before I book anything, that's going to be my biggest question. Hey, Jody. Welcome. Thorhaven. What's going on, brother? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I will put up the link if I really only had to show off my new mug. And Brenda's not here. Oh, pooey. Oh, I'll show you anyways. I finished my 5D Diamond Wolf. Oops. There's the finished product. Isn't that cool? I just love the shininess, and so that's going to go downstairs. I'll get it framed, and then I have I have a couple more that I'm working on. So, okay, now there we go. I will pin that to the top. And again, simple rules. I got to see you if I don't know you. And if you've never said anything in my live, you're not going to be coming on camera. 200 ounce. Bush is 40 miles hot. Okay. Hang on now. HOU, and that's 3 miles from your place. And IAH is Bush. And it is 40 miles. Now, is that 40 miles closer to Galveston? Like, I'm just trying to see, like, cost wise for like Uber to the ship whenever we um whenever we go down. Oh, absolutely, Jody. That's tremendous. Wow. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Um, I just that's one of the reasons why I haven't been on here so much, and I just can't talk about it right now. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, if Miss Lisa's gonna drive me, is that like driving Miss Daisy? Do I have to wear like a puffy hat with a flower out the side? Like, not sure. Um, I'll send you a message, Lori. And welcome, Lori. I don't want to be threatened driving Miss Lazy. Oh God, I love it. The laziest people I know on YouTube. Gotta love it. And it's not my fault. Other people started using that now. I think it's funny, but especially whenever everybody knows that the truth is exactly 180 degrees from being lazy. But I think everybody's got the innuendo. They know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so the link's up, guys. Oh, hang on.
Hold on, let me get pretty for you, Scott. Um, hey, listen,
Yo.
you got two options. You can fly north of Houston or you can fly south of Houston. And if you're flying south of
Oh, okay.
Houston, that's Hobby. And it's probably 40 miles closer than Bush is. Hobby is the
Yeah.
closest one to our house.
Okay.
And Lisa says if you absolutely want to pay for Uber, then we'll charge you the Uber prices to pick you up. We'll get you to the ship. That's not a problem.
I just can't believe that you know. And now that I think about it, yeah, like Dallas is a good chunk from
That's
Houston,
5
but
hours.
it just never, you see it that they're recommending you fly into there.
Yeah.
And I
Now
thought,
they may recommend it because that's where the hub is. So you'd fly into Dallas, and
okay,
then you take a jumper from Dallas to Hobby. You can do that if it's cheaper because it may be, let's say, I'm just going to throw a number, 500 to get to Dallas and 100 to get to Houston, or it's going to cost you 900 to go from your place all the way to Houston. So that's $400 more, $300 more.
yeah,
If it's too expensive to fly to Houston, we'll just meet you in Dallas and we'll drive you here. You know,
okay,
we'll stop on the
well,
way,
yeah,
places of interest, and
well, that's
do
and
a road trip.
that's it. It just I'm just trying to figure out like the best option, not necessarily the cheapest, but the easiest option for us.
Well,
Because
the option would be flying straight to Hobby. So if you can get to Hobby. Now, whether that means you take up a different plane from Dallas to Hobby, or what do you call it, a layover or whatever you call it.
yeah, a connector.
Flight, yeah, connecting flight. If it means that, then fine. But the idea is you want to get to Hobby Airport because that's 3 miles away from us.
Do you know? Do you know if I'm actually just typing it in here right now to see if it's even an option?
Now,
Uh,
you're sure you're going out of Galveston and not out of New Orleans?
no,
Oh, you're not sure.
no. I know I'm going out of
Galveston.
Gal.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, William P. Hobby.
Yeah, William P. Hobby. It used to be just a small airport, but they've since made it into an international airport because now it's the hub of Southwest.
Okay. Oh, so then I should have searched Southwest. Anyways, it'll come up with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we'd be flying in on the 27th, fly out on the 6th.
Yeah. So Chuck brings up a good point. You could have checked to see if it's cheaper to fly into New Orleans and take a jumper from New Orleans to Houston, Hobby.
No, Jesus, no. And sorry, Chuck. Um, $1,300 to fly into New Orleans.
Wow.
That's why I'm switching, because May we're supposed to go out of New Orleans, but I don't need to see New Orleans that bad. Yes, it's on my bucket list, but like 2,600, it's going to cost me more in flights than it did for the cruise. So the one cruise that we're looking at out of Galveston is they're doing some wicked sales right now, and it's an 8-day cruise, 8-day 4-stop, and it's right around $1,200 a person.
Well, and I'm not trying to tell you how to run your business, Scott, but if you book your flight to Houston now, it's going to be cheaper than waiting a month or two before you because of the fuel prices.
Well, and that's why I'm booking what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Because like Debbie said, with everything going up and up and up, she said, "Isn't it better that we do that right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." Oh, it doesn't like Hobby. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not bad. No, they're all putting me into Bush.
Yeah, so Bush is fine. That's only about probably about 45, 50-minute drive for me, which is
Okay.
no problem. It's on the north side of Houston, and we're on the south side of Houston.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's nothing.
Go the cheaper route. Don't worry about the drive, because even if we pick you up in the north side of Houston, we can show you a few places around Houston.
Yeah, because
depending on what time you get here, we might be able to take you to the farmer's market.
14.
No, but he didn't go.
$1,452.
And is that per person?
No.
Oh, for both of you.
Both.
Okay.
Both to fly in. That's with a 3-hour layover.
No. You can't do that. You got to buy one ticket for you and one ticket for your wife separately, because you're going to fly coach. She's going to fly first class. That's the only way to do it.
I'm putting her in the baggage. I got the big suitcase.
And you laugh about me driving Miss Lazy? Come on. Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, no. She'll have enough water, and I'll give her a breathing hole. Like, she can look after the dogs down below. It's all good.
Yeah. Oh my. JB says, have we heard about the YouTube meetup in East Texas? Yes, we have. Tom and Rhonda, and heard that, are putting that together.
Oh, for
Not
September this year.
HERD. Heard that. Yeah. In fact, she's taking emails for those who are interested in going in September.
Mm, yeah, there's no way I can do both, but
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to make it because we're going to be going to the one in Kentucky in September. I'm not sure if we'll be back by then.
mm,
We're trying to go to the Heartland
yeah, yeah.
in Kentucky, the one that Boots and Bounty and a few others over there on that side. I think
Yeah.
Chuck's even going to try to go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, there's a possibility of me going to that one because that's only a day's drive for me.
Yeah, because it's halfway up the country to Kentucky.
Yeah, like if I left at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be in there by midnight.
Yeah. So one of the reasons I want to go up there is because I want to go back to where I went to basic training and visit, see what it's like over there today as it was in 1980.
Oh, that'd be really neat.
Yeah, because
That-
I trained at Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay. Oh,
Which is
cool.
it was the base that they filmed the movie Stripes in. I was there when they filmed the movie.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, 1980. Yeah, that was.
I'm just trying to look here. Yet there's no incoming flights to. Yeah, there's nothing into Hobby whatsoever. And it seems like the only two that fly into Bush are Air Canada.
Yeah, so that changes daily. So you might check in tomorrow because it changes.
Air Canada, United, and I guess Delta has a plane that goes in a couple times. But that's,
But like I said,
well, I'm going to check. It may
yeah,
be cheaper for me to drive to Syracuse. And we have, whenever we used to go down shopping all the time, and it makes the border easier for me because all that I have to do is take one of those home test ones and I can get through the border no problems because I'm flying domestically in the US, so I don't need it to fly.
plus you
And
don't have that custom stuff either.
well,
On
no, then I just have to do customs once we get back up to the border.
what I'm talking about the airline customs.
Yeah, but yeah, airline customs.
If I flew from here straight into Canada, I'd have to go through the Canadian customs in order to get out of the airport.
Yep, yeah. Where I would be doing, like, if I can, I'll sit down after I'm off live and I'll do a whole bunch of scenarios because I just need to know the planes that go in and out of Bush. Like, does Sprint go, JetBlue? I don't mind flying JetBlue. They're a half decent airline. We've flown with them now. Well, I guess all our trips to Florida because they have a direct flight to Florida.
Now, I don't know if you want to do this or not, but this is what we did when we took our last cruise. When we did the cruise for Lisa, correct me because she's like that.
It's
Talking about the last
do it
cruise,
all.
we went through a agent. We went to I'm not talking about going to. We went to a travel agent, not to a cruise agent, but a travel agent.
Yeah.
You might see if you can find a travel agent that can find you the best airline package that you can get from either where your location, Syracuse. They know all the tricks and all the tricks to try and find the best deals.
So
I'm not saying you can't research
no. I just want to say good day to the drunken chef. Who else did I see come in here? Sheppy. I think that's. Oh, and then obviously Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're all caught up.
Here.
We're all caught up now, so I don't feel as bad. What were we saying?
We're talking about getting your travel either your place or Syracuse.
So the only issue with that is a Canadian travel agent cannot
use a U.S. I'm talking if you're going from Syracuse to Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can use a U.S. travel
Well,
agent.
that's it. I'd have to use a U.S. one, and then I don't know them, so you know me. I have a huge trust issue.
Right, we're in Houston, and the travel agent we used was from Florida. She was really good, but that's her specialty. She knew what planes flew where, what everything. She did all the everything, and we saved a bunch of money using her because she knew all the tricks.
If you want your name, I'll email it.
And if you want her name, we can email you her
Yeah,
name. She's a
yeah.
travel agent that works and lives in Florida, but she works for the the continental United States.
Okay. Well, yeah, and
She was really good.
there's a guy up here. He's actually got a YouTube. He's all over YouTube as well. He's
And
fairly big on YouTube, and he's out of Ottawa.
yeah,
And he does about 30, 15 to 30 kind of cruises a year.
yeah.
So
And this lady here will only charge you probably 2 bottles of maple syrup. That's it.
I'll go to Canada, then they don't charge me, and they give me money in Canada.
No.
But oh yeah, no, well, and that's their whole thing, right? They're going to find you the cheapest deal because they want you to keep going with them. Hey, Homestead, where you are? What's up?
Well, but the thing is, with the girl that did ours, she
Yeah.
showed us different scenarios, different packages, and what they would have cost. And
Okay.
saved us a lot of money. So, like I said, I'm not saying that they're all like that, and that's what's going to
No,
happen.
well,
It's an option if you don't want
my-
to. You don't want to do all the legwork.
so my whole issue is, like I said to Debbie last night, I'm not one to normally. I don't like to relinquish control, but like I said to her, it's probably.
Leave them Oreos alone.
I'm not drinking maple syrup. The only thing is, like I said to Debbie last night, I am considering using a travel agent is simply for the fact of today's world. They know where the tests are, they know what the tests are, they know when the tests, they know all this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm severely leaning to using a real estate agent, or
Travel agent.
don't use a real estate agent. They're no good.
No.
But they know their jobs. They know, and this guy here out of Ottawa, he knows every trick to the trade. He knows, so many different avenues.
If you explain to him what you want to do, why you want to do it, and when you want to do it, I'm sure he'll tell you whether he can or not. He may say, you know what, Scott, I could do that, but it's going to cost you $100 or $200, and you're probably better off just doing it yourself. I can tell you where to go. But then again, you don't know. So until you find out, ask, you don't know.
You see, in Canada, it's against the law for a travel agent to charge for their services.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're totally 100% paid by the cruise line, the air company that you fly with.
So what's the incentive? What's the incentive for them to do a good job?
They get kickbacks. So they get.
Because if they're going to get paid regardless, if I'm going to get paid regardless, why would I go above and beyond to try to help you out? That's what I'm saying.
Because they get, the more people they move for a certain, just give me one sec here. I just got a message. I'm still live.
Well, Sheppy, I learned something too. I didn't know that.
What's that? Sorry?
I was telling Sheppy, I agree with him. I didn't know that what you just mentioned about the travel
Oh,
agent.
yeah, yeah.
Learn-
So they're fully 100% paid by the, um, like Carnival,
Mhm.
Norwegian. They're handily paid. Um, I believe they get special pricing for the first.
So ours are similar. They get a kickback or they get a compensated from the airlines, but they do charge a fee. It's not that much, but they do charge a fee. But the majority of
Oh,
them comes from the airlines. I mean the travel, either the airlines, just using airlines, or the cruise lines. And speaking of cruise lines, which one are you using? You said
I'm not sure. I've got money tied up in Carnival, and I've got money tied up in Norwegian. But we're both we're
Norwegian
both
Cruise Lines.
liking Royal. So
Oh no,
I may just say screw it.
you just
And
can't win
yeah,
for nothing, can you?
no, no. And the one that we found, hey Tash, um,
Well,
the
Tasha, how
one
you?
that, yeah,
I
that's
got
who sent me a message. So I'm like, we're still on live. But yeah, no, it's 100% funded by the end vendor in
right.
Canada.
Yeah, the
So
cruise line or the airlines, whichever. Yeah.
both. So they stand to make like about $300 a person.
Mhm.
So it is an incentive. Plus, the more people that they send, the bigger their deals, and they don't necessarily have to give you the whole deal. Most of them will give you a substantial kickback, either in like free, they'll give you a free upgrade of some kind because they get it for next to nothing through the cruise line, and you're going to tell all your friends who are going to tell their friends, and you
Yeah.
know the whole game. So yeah, I just think that we've been to Disney on Debbie's birthday, and
Yeah.
you know she's like, well, why don't we? And my birthday it's cooler in Texas, it's cooler in Florida, but it's always 75 to 80 in the Caribbean. So, and apparently the ships are empty. The From pretty much the last of June or January to the first 2 weeks of February, you can shoot a cannon down any hallway, and you know you're not going to hit anybody. So I think that's what we're going to look at, and if we do like it, then we'll just hold out for seat sales.
Well, if you just get yourself to Houston, Texas, we'll get you to the ship. That's not a problem. Because
Well, yeah,
I know a guy. His name is Matt. I call him, say, "Hey, I got a pickup."
yeah. I got you a pickup, man. Um, did you check your package? Did it make it across the border yet?
Oh, I don't know, Lisa. Did you check?
No, I sent it to you. You haven't been on Instagram in like 24 hours.
No, I haven't been on my Instagram. I sure haven't. I've been modding my tail off, dude. Yesterday, I spent all day from morning till sun up to sundown or past sundown
Uh-huh.
to almost
I
11 modding all day long.
Yeah.
Wednesday's the worst day for modding.
Well, and that's it. And um, you that's why I had to back down out of some. It got to where it was affecting. I was doing stuff at home based about somebody else's live streams.
Yeah.
And, Debbie is a saint. She never said a word. Or I wouldn't want to go anywhere because, well, no, I've got a mod. She never said a word. But it's one of those things where,
It's the opposite here. Lisa's, I'll say, well, you want to go? Don't you got to do a mod for somebody? Or I was going to ask her earlier. I asked her. She goes, "No, you go do your mod." So okay. She tried to get rid of me.
I know, but you guys have 7 days a week, where we have a couple days off when she's off.
Yeah.
You know.
Every day's a Saturday.
Yeah, we only have one day. She said every day is Saturday.
Absolutely. Yeah, me too. I'm not worried about it.
That's when I recognize the ring.
Norwegian.
You better get
Get to it in time. That's who's calling because I recognize their number. So Norwegian Cruise Lines is
Norwegian.
I said Norwegian.
No, you said Norwegian.
You said Norwegian. Norwegian.
W-E.
Like Deborah Rusignolo. Get it right.
Norwegian.
The big blue ships.
Nobody can say her name. Poor girl. Deborah Rusignolo.
Yeah. So yeah, Matt, you weren't here, but I'm coming to visit.
He said, let's do it.
I know. Yeah. But somehow I could see myself getting in some trouble down there.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so it's going to be, like I said, she's like, well, what if we like it?
Now,
I said, well, then we're going to be saving a lot of money.
now, you do know in January it's cold here in Texas, huh? For about 3 days. So you make sure you don't come during those 3 days.
Oh, you know damn well that it'll be during those 3 days that I end up coming or in the middle of a freaking snowstorm.
It'll probably snow in Texas when you show up down here and you're going, dang it, I left the snow to get over here only to find more snow.
The only time I've been in Texas
Be prepared,
is,
Matt.
yeah. Oh, the only time I've been to Texas was in the middle of a friggin' ice storm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That was back in 2006. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed, Matt.
I had to run my truck in Laredo with heat on
If
because
you
it was so damn cold.
Yeah, if you had to run your heat in Laredo, that was a messed up winter there.
Uh-huh. Normally the only thing you're running in Laredo is away from guns,
Oh, I drunk.
Yeah, well, the hurricanes, if you're having hurricanes in January, we're all done.
No, he was just saying out of comparison, he would rather have this than a hurricane. And I don't blame him. I can't stand hurricanes.
No, that's it. You never know. You're pretty sheltered where you are. Like you've got houses on all around you. It's not like Matt being out in the middle of his farmer's field.
Right.
But I'm not taking the severity, away from it. I don't care. A hurricane's a hurricane is a hurricane.
So when we had Harvey, I had this much further before I was going to have water in my house. And the only reason we didn't have water in the house was because the rain finally stopped.
Well, we're up a little higher.
We're like, I think it's like 18 to 20 inches above the crest of the road. So,
Okay.
And, but
Well,
that close for coming into the house.
There was a lake around it.
what was it last year that you sent me pictures and the water was just about to your front door? It was just off of.
Yeah, that was just a normal storm we had here. A flood,
Just a little storm.
just a normal storm.
Really?
That wasn't that wasn't nothing major. Yep.
I think you got some issues with your drainage if it's coming that close to your house.
Well, it's the same issue everybody has. We got too much concrete around here.
Mm.
everywhere.
Yeah, all the streets around us.
There's no place for water to penetrate. It has to wait till it gets to the Gulf. You know, 'cause
So is that where
world.
that's where your closest outlet would be
I
into
mean,
the Gulf?
no, we have bayous and tributaries and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
They all lead to the Gulf. Everything goes to the Gulf. You know, and once all the, if you will, drainage pipes and drainage systems are full, it's got
Mhm.
nowhere to go. That's when it starts backing up and getting in houses and stuff. And
Okay.
another thing is, it's when we get the flash ones, when we get, 6 inches of rain in 30 minutes, our systems can't handle it. You can't handle 6 inches of rain in 30 minutes.
I don't know any system I've ever put in the ground working in construction could
Exactly.
hold that.
Exactly. So,
Like I could just
think
hey
we-
Kareem,
if you think we got it bad, New Orleans got it even worse because they live inside of
a bubble.
a levee. They're
Yeah.
inside of, they're below sea level. They're below sea level.
Well, and that's it. And I'm told that New Orleans, there's a lot of the hotels never did reopen.
Yeah.
Like they just went total bankrupt, and from what I'm told, the governor didn't apply for the right funding, or I forget what because I called talking to a lady from down there checking the prices and whatever. And she was saying that she used to work for one of the big names, and they were just losing so much money a day due to the hokey pokey that they just had to close down, and
Right.
they're just leaving it there. And I'm like, so they still own the building and everything? She said, yeah, well, once it leaves and the million people show up for that weekend, whenever it's back to normal, they might open it again.
Well, when Hurricane Katrina
Wow.
hit, there was a ton of people that left New Orleans and came west. And
Yeah.
I know Lisa, like, for example, her school that year, they went up, I don't know, 60, 70 transfers.
Wow.
And a lot of them never went back. They stayed in the school. Because remember, it hit, I think it was August or September. It was late summer, I think it was, when it hit. So
Yep.
they were fixing to start school. So, why go back? You already get your child in school. So
I thought it was September because I was through there
I don't remember. It was
in
late.
January. Yeah, it was the middle of January. I was through. And I saw images that I'll never get out of my head.
Yeah.
Is driving down in the great big X with the number circled. You knew that was the bodies they found in that house, and that was right off the interstate.
Yeah.
That you could see that.
And that was how many they identified. That doesn't mean they were picked up yet. They had to identify where they were at first before they could send a crew to go around and pick them up.
Yeah. Yeah. So hey, Danny.
Any days. Passamaquoddy is canning some jars. Cool.
Passamaquoddy, yeah.
Passamaquoddy.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
And you got Bearded Eagle. I think he's like 16 or 15 away from reaching his next 100.
14.
14 away? Yeah.
I think you said 14.
Where
Where are you at, Beard?
Yeah, for those who aren't signed up for Bearded, go check him out. He's got some look. I haven't seen all his videos. I just saw his page this morning for the first time. I did sign up, but I'm planning on going back and checking his stuff out. It looks like he got some really nice videos.
So I think we could get him to 400 if you want to drop his link.
Okay. I can do that.
Or somebody drop his link.
I got it. I got this, man.
I know you got it. I know you know what you're doing. And yeah, he's got 15 to go. So we got 22 people in here.
And I'm sure not all of them are signed up to Mr. Bearded Eagle.
Exactly. And please, Mr. Broom is my dad.
Yeah.
I'm Scott.
And I want to say this: if you're going to go up there just to sign up, then
Yeah,
don't
don't.
go there. And if you want to look at his stuff, if you like what he shows you, then sign up and watch his videos.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You don't want to do a sub for sub deal either.
No. If you're not gonna, if the people aren't gonna be watching you, you don't want them.
Yeah. Okay, Danny. We get you.
Leave it to Danny.
That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my Alabama sweetness.
I thought Miss Ann was your Southern Belle.
She's a Southern Belle.
Oh,
That's Mississippi. Alabama's totally different.
oh wow!
I got one in every state.
I was good. I was just about to say that you got one in every state.
I got one in every port.
Uh huh. Sassy bearded babes.
Sweet,
All right then, Danny.
sweet home Alabama.
Kareen, you don't have to get them going anymore. So you've after Joe's, you got to come over to Kareen and Marvin's live. We do have we do have a lot of fun over there.
Say again?
So Sunday nights after Joe's.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm modding for Joe on Sunday nights. You know that,
I know.
right? Yeah. And
So am I.
his is a chat that goes like this. It's like the ticker tape.
So the
Yeah,
way I do it,
You know what it's like.
I go both sides. So I'm on one device on Kareen and Marvin's, and then I'm over with Joe on my other device.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you missed it yesterday, Scott. I think you were feeling pretty bad. I don't think you were on yesterday, but yesterday I had 4 channels at the same time. One live stream we call restream. One live stream amongst 4 channels. They were all seen. Everybody was on the same stream, but it was through 4 different channels. That was interesting.
how did that happen?
It's a program called Restream, and basically you would be the host, and then you have 3 other channels that want to transfer that same stream to their folks, to their chat. So all 4 chats are seeing the same stream, and so I was modding for all 4, which is very interesting, by the way. So, but it worked out fine. I was able to keep it going. Because I wasn't concentrating on sharing links for people that were coming in. I was only concentrating on the links that were about the topic. That was all. And then also, hoping nobody come in and troll. But
Well, so other than Sunday night or Saturday night, I haven't seen a troll in months. Except for that clown that showed up Saturday night. Now, touch wood, you'll show up now, but I just don't.
yeah, there have been fewer.
Miss Karen, I do resemble that remark. Sometimes I'll sit, stir the pot, and see what happens. I'm good like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better though.
Yeah, I didn't get it near as bad as what Mackenzie did, but
Yeah,
that's you see the extent of my cough, once every hour. But yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking that myself, bearded. So do they all get watch hours, or only the initial channel would get the watch hours?
I think it's all four, but I don't know. It's a restream because those people that are supporting that channel are supporting that channel, and they should be getting credit for those folks.
But they all
So
have their own life.
they all have their own. They all have their own group. So that group is giving watch hours for that channel.
Okay.
It's just basically Blacks, for example, Blacks Tropical was the host, so she restreamed her live to the other three.
I honestly am not getting.
They'll do it again next Tuesday. Was it, Lisa?
When,
Yeah, or was that
Wednesday.
yesterday? Yeah, Wednesday. Every day Saturday for me. I don't even know what day it is. But
Well, I say every day Sunday for me. So
yeah, so next Wednesday they're going to do it again. So,
well, yeah, but I haven't been getting any notifications from Sherry and Bobby whatsoever.
well, it's awesome. Sherry and Bobby, Mennonite Farmhouse, Kettle Kitchen, and Grace and Fire. So one of those, you should get one of those at least.
I should be getting them all. What time? What time yesterday?
At least 1 o'clock Central. So that would have been about 2 o'clock your time. Are you 1 hour ahead? Yeah. So it'd been about 2 o'clock your
Same
time.
as Mennonite, so it should be 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it has to come from Blacks because Blacks was the host, right?
Mm,
And she didn't restream it till the last minute to the other three, so I didn't get the other three notices until right before it started.
okay.
So you'll get the first one from Blacks if you're follower of Blacks Tropical.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah,
like since they started.
right.
I'm trying to think.
If you're not, then I'm sure Bobby would corner you if you weren't.
He doesn't frighten me.
Oh no, he don't, but his fists do.
I can run faster scared than he can mad.
Okay. Mhm.
But yeah, Matt says that yeah, they all get the watch hours.
Yeah. Okay, so Matt's familiar with it. Yeah, it's the first time I'd ever been around the four. Well, I take that back. The week before they did the same thing, but I wasn't privy to what they were doing, so I didn't
Okay.
have all four chats. I was only modding for Kettle.
Okay.
And this week, Mennonite told me, "Hey, we need you to mod for all four." So
Yeah.
when she called me, I said, "Okay." So then I had actually 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, I had 13 screens up. It was rough.
Dear God, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Like for example, yours right now, I have 3 screens up for yours, not counting the what is this Melon, not counting Melon. I have 3 screens. I have the YouTube screen, I have the chat screen, and I also have the participant screen. So I got 3 screens each time I do a live.
okay. And there's Weeble Family Adventures. Great channel.
Mhm.
They do they travel all around doing repos on sheds.
Correct.
And I enjoy just sitting and watching some of the shenanigans that they have to go through. Just, like people realize they're not paying for it. So, folks are going to come get it. And it blows me away, some of the excuses that I see them, getting, and some
Brandy
of the
suspense. She says, "I don't know what to do, but it looks like the owner's here." And as soon as he sees that he's over there with that tow motor, he's gonna come. Oh my God, you're trying to figure out, are they gonna come out with a shotgun or what?
well, and that's it. And I was catching up there since I've been sick, and the one that the two of them just about puked. It was the one that well, she didn't know if she was gonna. She wore the flip flops. She wasn't sure if she was gonna step on a snake going through the backyard.
Yeah.
But there was like feces and everything else, and they were both gagging, and oh my god, the more and then I'm sorry, morbid as hell. Somebody else gagging, I'm laughing.
And some of the stuff that they find in these buildings that they pick up, it's just like one guy had a Harley or some kind of motorcycle in there, and like you said, some of them use them for restrooms, and they just have a 5-gallon bucket. And oh man, it's like wow.
Well, and the one that I couldn't figure out, oh god, I watched it quite a while ago, was the one that the Amish had got. And it's like, why the hell would the Amish buy somebody else's shed when they can put one up probably as good, if not more well built?
And maybe it was Mennonite. It's a joke.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. No, it was Amish, because she said it a few times. G'day, Shane. But guys, if you're not subscribed to them, seriously, it's a good watch. They're a bigger channel. They're sitting about 11.2 right now, and they're actually a channel that comes and watches little channels like ours. And honestly, it's you got to go watch some of these, because you're gonna have a chuckle.
Yep.
And the one that they what one?
There's a danger aspect to it too, you know. And
Oh, that's it. You're not going to somebody that's really happy.
right.
There's some of these people are. It's their home.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the lowest times in their life. So, yeah, she's trying to be as respectful as she can, but, they've pretty much got to record for their protection.
Right.
And they put out videos now. So it's kind of a win-win. They were always having to video anyway, so why not?
Why not put it on YouTube?
Absolutely.
This makes
Obviously, it's worked. And did you put their...
I did. I put it up earlier. I'll put it up again.
Okay.
I put it when you first started talking about it.
All right. And yeah. So that's...
Brandy over at Weibel, or however you said it.
I call it Weeble, Wobble,
Or
Wabble.
whichever. Yeah.
Yeah, Weibel.
Hey, and if everybody here in the chat's not been to Great Farmer virtual coffee in the morning at 6:30 Central Time, you guys can check him out. If there's anybody more encouraging, that guy can encourage. I think he can encourage a tamale. He has a way.
If he didn't eat it first.
Yeah, no, if he didn't eat it, no, he's just so encouraging. I mean, to me,
But his crystal made a great cup of coffee. We're just playing with you, brother.
yeah.
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 My crystal.
Who happened to be a Coors girl, you know?
No, a bud girl.
Coors Light, I think. If I'm not mistaken, check me if I'm wrong, Shane. I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
I might have zigged instead of zagged, but I thought she was a bud girl. Oh, Coors Light.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You're welcome.
Really, Shane? You couldn't have went with me on this one, because he'll forget about it by tomorrow.
That's right.
Elderly.
Coors Light, no.
But
less filling.
Yeah, so many. Oh, that's it. That's it, Bearded. I could go on and on and on and on, but no, I don't want him to take it the wrong way. And that's not at all what I mean. We're just having some fun.
Yep.
And I take it as much as I dish it. So
Bearded said it, the best of the best of the best. Yep.
I was just over there the other day. I sat there and watched it. And, if I got to go, don't worry. I'll be back. Not like these some channels that say, I'll be back. They never come back. No. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's got the morning channel, which is the best of the best of the best. He married the best of the best of the best. He's got the best and the best of the best son. He's got the best of the best of the best property. I don't know what else to say. He's got the
Yeah.
best of the best of the best of the best followers. He's got
Yeah.
the best of the best moderators.
Yeah.
He's all around the best.
Absolutely bearded. And you know what? If we weren't picking on Shane, we'd have to pick on somebody else. So why the hell? We'll just pick on Shane.
Yeah, we're equal opportunity offenders, Shane. Sorry.
Absolutely. We don't care if you're from out east. We'll still pick on you. Oh, gracious.
If you're Canadian, you're a target.
Up. That's okay. We're used to it, but we've only got BB guns up here. But we won't open that can of worms.
Nope.
Yeah, you know what, Kareen? That's a great little crossover she got, and you know, I'm more than happy with the vehicle, and absolutely. Now you're starting to sound like oh shit. What's oh my god, Wednesdays at 11:30.
You talking about Wiley?
No. Put it on a T. Oh my god.
Wednesdays at 11:30.
Yes.
So that's during. Oh, you're talking Eastern time.
Oh my god. Hang on. She was on. She's friends with Lisa and Casey and Mama Music.
Oh,
Alicia.
yeah.
Everything like that, Shane. Alicia goes,
Put
put it on a T.
Yeah.
And there's Shane. I'm going to put that on a T-shirt.
I'm surprised you don't have a coffee cup that says the best of the best of the best coffee.
No, that's going to be on the back side. So he's going to have, he's going to have his logo, and then on the other side it'll be the best of the best of the best.
Yeah.
You
can have a hat with a little thing that says "Great Farmer, best of the best of the best of the best."
Yeah.
Have 4 of them on there.
Hey, Rochelle.
Yeah.
Oh, did I see Pafford sneak in too? We were just talking about him not that long ago.
Yeah.
Huh? His ears were ringing. That's all right, buddy. You're not late. Just a bit behind. It's all good.
Everybody else was just early. Sorry, Charles. You're all right on time. Everybody else was just an hour early.
Yeah. You like that, Rochelle? This is limited edition. There's only one of them.
Nice merch flash,
But I'll guarantee you, Rochelle, you won't order one.
Because she's the best of the best of the best of the best Canadians, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry to steal your phrase there, Shane. Sorry, Mom.
Really, you didn't steal it. You just borrowed it.
Well, I don't steal anything. I appropriate. And he's old union hand. He knows that.
There you go. But be careful he doesn't put in agreements.
Well, he may. He's going to have to fight it himself.
Well,
he's done that before.
He's done that before. I did that for 20 years. I got that under control.
Well, he's already said he's charging $5 every time it's used. Ching, ching, ching. Best of the 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 best. How many owe you?
Aunt Lisa starts stroking the checks.
As long as I owe you, Shane, you always got something coming.
Yeah, you're 115 in Arkansas. You're central, and we're eastern. It's 215 here.
Yeah. What is she doing talking on this? Why isn't she out there picking up somebody or repoing somebody's box?
Well, that's it. And it seems every time I watch her, they're in Texas. And she tells everybody they're 3 hours away.
Yeah. Well, in Texas, you are 3 hours away from everywhere.
I know, but I think they're actually from up around the Arkansas area. Oh, gracious. Yeah.
All right. So that's enough picking on Shane, according to Danny. We'll leave him alone.
Okay, well then we're gonna be picking, and we'll pick on Danny. I don't care. I thought RV Jesse. What?
Why is that?
Yeah.
No, Charles, the reason you're late is because you got a little hitch in your get along this morning. You don't have a rambling cup.
That's it. Got to get yourself a Rambler cup, limited edition. I'm actually gonna put these up.
Yep.
So, give me this afternoon, and I'll
Scott
put
said,
them up.
Scott said they're $30 on his merch store, but if you buy it today and today only, he'll let you have it for $29.99. You can't beat that deal, by golly.
Jesse's covering all the losses.
Yep, I'll cover all the losses. $29.99 just for you today.
And
don't forget to bring the
don't forget, it's a hell of a lot cheaper down where you are.
Yeah. So how neighbors is your old pal El Monte Slim telling you, come on down to White Track here in Wilmington. We got some mighty fine bargains for you here. And don't forget to bring the kitty folks, because we got free pony rides and lollipops. And you get a free cup on the way out. By golly.
He's been down at the market too much. He's been drinking a little bit too much vanilla.
Yeah, and that was that maple syrup I had this morning.
Well, that's what she gave. So my doctor gave me hell for consuming maple syrup.
Yeah, but you do it by the shot. That's the difference.
Okay. So she's like, yesterday, she's like, what are you doing? Your numbers are going down and down and down and down. She's like, this is fantastic. I said, I'm eating more maple syrup. She didn't like that answer.
Uh-oh. But you're not diabetic, really. You that doctor just put it on. You're not really diabetic.
No.
Correct?
No, so after she put it on my record, it takes 2 years to get it off my record. And it's like, you're such an idiot. So
I'm just going
to
throw something out. So you went to the doctor today and he told you had gonorrhea. It would take and you got healed of it or cured of it tomorrow. It would take 2 years for you to get that off your record?
Well, no, because gonorrhea is gonorrhea. Diabetic is, it affects your license.
A wrong diagnosis.
That's it. It affects your license. It affects, it even affects insurance.
Okay, so let's say you had gonorrhea. They said you had gonorrhea, but you didn't. It'd still take 2 years to get it off your record?
Well, it'd be more than that because I'd be divorced.
Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, that's another whole other ball of wax, a whole other issue. I'm talking about the medical record.
So yeah, because she said that if anybody questions it, they took my blood every 3 months for it ended up being 2.5 years, and like my numbers are just going down instead of going up. She's like, you're not even like a potential candidate right now. She's like,
check your A1C.
Yeah. So like she said, that's long term. That's not, she said, if you cheated up till last week and then drank water all week, I'm still going to see that, your numbers are high. She's like, it takes 3 months. This test goes back 3 months. And I'm like, wow. So yeah, no, my A1C is like, perfect. It's
in the background. Yes.
Yeah, it's like 0.03 or 0.3 or something, and to even be like on the cusp of watch is like 5 or 0.5, but she's like, my God, like I'm so far out of the thing that there's no issues. And I'm like, well, that just, it annoys me that because of one test, she did this. Like, how do I know that that test wasn't tainted somehow? So, you know, now
Right.
it doesn't matter because I don't have my commercial license anymore. They pulled that whenever, because I've only got a certain, I can only turn my neck a
Yeah.
certain amount. So yeah. Triple threat firearms and defense. There's a new channel. Welcome, welcome.
Yep.
And
I
yeah,
think
so
I think she's in Georgia. I think she's in Georgia.
okay.
Tarsha. Yeah.
I believe I've seen her around. I just haven't seen her in my life. So I appreciate everybody that's new. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to crawl my way up to 1K, and I'm just about up to 800 here right now. So holy jumping! Look at what the cat dragged in. Hey Angie.
So Pafford
Angie.
asked, "Is the maple syrup curing you?" You might want to tell
Well,
them
that's
it's
what
the
I'm saying. It is.
maple moonshine's curing you.
Well, there may be some of that drink too, but now you're going to get Darren all fired up if he's still on here.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
I'm
he's
told that there's some real maple moonshine coming my way.
yeah. He says what you have is not real.
Well, I don't know. It's 30 some percent.
And he probably knows because he makes his own, right?
Well, that's it. So I've got a line on a technically it still, if I want to make hand sanitizer, um, there's a still not that far from here that very good price. So I'm going to look into maybe getting it and doing some runs for the Sugar Shack.
Hey, so are you not doing any kind of football coaching during the summer for the kids? Do the kids not have any summer programs?
No,
No.
I gave up coaching city. Um, I've coached far too many years to get in the middle of um, city politics and the drama that's associated with competitive football. I just coach high school now,
Right.
and I have a meeting next week, and I may be hanging up my cleats after 33 years.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You put in your time. I mean, I coached my son through baseball for all his life until he got to high school. So, and when I quit, I was ready to quit.
Yeah.
You know, it just, I mean, and you know why? It wasn't so much coaching him; it was coaching the parents. It was it was harder to coach
So,
the parents than it was the.
and I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm not. We normally have one parent a year that is a little bit. Um,
Problematic.
yeah, that's it. That's it. And but the problem is now is the amount of courses that I have to take due to mental health for kids. So I'm
you
in the. I have to take it. So right now I've got 3 courses that I have to. Well, I don't have to. I'm the only certified coach at this high school. The rest are just coaches. They have not written their certifications. I have. And there's 3 courses that popped up on last Thursday that is strongly recommended that I take, and that is actually they're finding that there is a lot of abuse amongst high school kids. Um, Interrelationship, like
Right.
boys beating girls, girls beating boys, girls beating girls, boys beating boys, to the point where me as a coach, I've got to take 2 of them to be able to pick out violent trends. And, I'm a big kid myself. And I've had the same coaching style for 33 years. I will be the biggest kid on the team. Once I raise my voice, you start listening. You don't listen, somebody's going to throw up. And
Right.
it ain't going to be coach. Because you're going to run your ass off until I'm done. And I do have the nickname Coach Asshole, but they all love me. There's only one kid I've ever had quit, and I've coached over 2,000 kids. So, and was that me? Mm, we'll just leave it at that. Say, yeah, it was. But it's just, it's sad that like a community coach like myself has to start taking courses.
Yeah, you almost have to be a psychologist just to be
Like,
a
well,
coach.
that's it. So, like I'm taking psychological courses, how to read a teenager's mind. Dear God, I couldn't read my own mind whenever I was a teenager, let alone have one of my coaches do it.
Right.
And there's a couple different ones, and
It sounds like you got
I don't want to leave the kids to somebody that's not certified. Um, Again, I'm the only one in our program that is certified for concussion protocol.
Well, Lisa's saying that the teachers have to do a lot of that certifications in the schools now. If you want to be
Yeah.
a teacher,
Yeah.
I know when I was coaching, you didn't have to have certification to be a coach. You just had to be certifiable.
Yeah. Well, that's it. But yeah, no, it's got to the point now where a sports coach, they're finding kids have more of a connection with their sports coaches than what they do teachers, mom and dad, aunt and uncles, um, you know, adult figures.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, when I was in school, the only connection I had with our coaches was his paddle to my butt behind. Because anytime we got in trouble, the teachers say, "Go see Coach Arlen. Go see Coach Arlen. Go see." And if you had to go see Coach Arlen, you know you were going to get popped. And he was Mr. Texas here for a while. That's why they sent us to him. He was a bodybuilder.
Intimidation.
Oh my God! No, it
Just
hurt.
like,
There was no intimidation. It hurt.
but again, we're not allowed to do that. So even in practice,
They did in ours
if,
when I was growing up, and that may be the problem.
well, exactly.
But
I can still remember getting the wooden spoon and the strap, and or should I say, I saw somebody get it done.
uh, yeah, but you graduated magna cum laude. I graduated thank the laude.
Yeah. Oh, thank God for sports is all I can say, because sports got me through, and that's I think why
And it
I'm
also
behind the kids so much.
it also helps a lot of kids to stay in school.
That's
Sports
right.
programs. Because if it
That's right.
wasn't for sports programs, they wouldn't have nothing to do with it.
And that's exactly why I want to stay. Football has a bad name. Um, a lot of people, um, a lot of people tend to put that, football players are the dumbasses of school. Well, I guarantee you that I can tell you some very intelligent kids that I've coached, and they played they played the jock, because things at home weren't the best. But at school, they were like, you know, they were like, everybody was at awe because they were a starter. They got, sometimes I'd play them both ways. They
That was the only good attention that they got was in school.
That's right. That's right, Lisa. Exactly right. That's a kid. All a kid wants is attention.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, or indifferent. And there's more on the. If they're good at sports, it just strokes their ego so much, and it's sad. Especially those kids that I bought those 2 pair of shoes for back in the winter. Well, I know mom and dad are never short beer on the weekends.
Exactly.
And, they've always got time for the tattoo parlor.
It's sad.
But, it took a coach to step in and buy them 2 pair of hiking boots to get them through, like we get 3-4 feet of snow in a winter.
But it's not that child's fault that he can't get what
No.
he needs for school
No.
because
And that's why I stepped up right away and got it. And I didn't even give it to the boys. I gave it to a good friend, family friend of ours who's still in high school, and said, just give them to the boys and tell them that
make sure they got
coach said they deserve it.
yeah.
And I know they got it because I see them around, I see them around town all the time. So next Thursday is going to be an early, well, it may not even be early, but it's going to be a short Procrastination Thursday. I have a meeting to either resign or we're going to start football in September. So we'll see. If I like what I hear and I feel I can be good.
Appreciated.
No, not even that. Not even appreciated. That doesn't,
You want to know what kind of flexibilities you're going to have too.
well, that's it. I want to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that we are allowed to run the program that we have. We have minimum 4 seniors a year get offered scholarships.
Oh,
Um,
so you don't have 4 seniors in school? So what?
no, that are offered like university scholarships.
Right.
I'm elated that next May I've got 3, possibly 4 kids that I coached could be playing professional football here in Canada. And as a coach, that just warms my heart knowing that I had a piece of their development.
Read what Grey Wolf just wrote.
The wood paddle?
No, down 134.
Oh, I know, brother. I know. But
You may be the only avenue they have to a bright future.
it is. But it's 5 days a week.
No, I understand. I'm not.
No, and I know. It's not like I'm going to go in and be, an ass about things. And, I get it. I've always told my boys, I've got one rule. We can act the fool. If another adult's around, you show nothing but respect. But I said, I'll earn my respect. You don't give me respect. I'll earn it. And right there is why I start instilling in them, you know, your word is the only thing that you're going to take through life. Either it's your opportunity to make your word good or bad. Nobody can take your word and miscue it. So, I don't know. It's going to come down to, and don't forget, unlike you guys in the States, we're 100% volunteer. We get nothing. And I'm not looking for anything. Seeing a kid succeed is all the pay I need.
I'm curious. I'm curious just to understand what's going to happen this next fall when school starts, and because athletic programs cost money, especially when you're busing your kids from one tournament to another or one game to another. That costs a lot of money to do that, and with the price of fuel, I wonder if it's going to have an impact in any way.
I can already tell you, yes, it is. We have a bus for us to go like an hour away, wait for us, and come back. Used to cost the school about $200. They just booked it to go to the same place and back. I've got quite a few friends that are teachers, and it's now $700. Almost tripled. Almost tripled. So I'm not sure how we're going to go about this. Well, obviously the kids are going to have to pay more, which is going to take some of the kids away, because right now, whenever we charge $80 for the kids to play football, there's still some kids that can't play football. That's when I step in, and my last year was about $1,000 I put into the program out of my own pocket, because it's damn hard as a coach to look up in the stands and see a little kid, grade 9 or grade 8, and you know damn well that kid wants to play football. You know damn well that the parents can't afford it. So what we did is part of their fees is they have to sell one book of tickets. We always get our TV donated. We always get a bunch of donations throughout the community, and that's how we raise money for our program. Well, their job is they have to sell 10 tickets and $80, because it's about 120,
right?
If you don't sell any tickets. Well, it doesn't matter. You got to buy those tickets. So even if you just write your parents' name on it if you're not going to go sell them, because those tickets are yours.
Right.
And it's a different avenue for a child to, in essence, sweat equity. They got to do a little bit, and the kids that can't afford to play, they are the first ones with their books back, handing in the money, saying, "Here you go," and then they have to worry about the $80. The school does have a small little budget, but again, that's starting to go away too.
Yeah.
So without community involvement, especially football, helmets are not cheap. I think the one I bought Kyle in grade 9 is It was $550, and that was top of the line Riddell helmet because they didn't have the speed flex, and Kyle was playing 2 to 3 seasons per year of football. So yeah, being in the sport, whatever, I did think that where he was playing had the proper. I felt better. It wasn't that the kids were having unsafe equipment, but there was safer equipment. So I went and bought Kyle his own shoulder pads
Right.
and helmet because I could. And I knew, whenever you're playing provincial, he's going up against 350-pound boys, sometimes 400-pound boys.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure that he was well protected. And, he did all right. He had got 4 scholarships, but he has decided that he's going the military route.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's respectful in my
Yeah.
books. 1% of Canadians join the forces, and it. And he made that choice all by himself. He had a scholarship, Queens in Kingston, a college, and now he had considered going to. Oh my God, what's Holland College in PEI? It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. Not that far from Shane, probably about 6-7 hours from Shane.
PEI is what?
Prince Edward Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was a constable program, but it was $30,000.
Ooh.
And like I said to Kyle, it's triple what the price is here. Brooklyn's Honeybees, see you. So, like I said, I don't think it's worth triple just to play football. And there was a couple other universities that he probably would have had to go back and do a 5th year and raise some of his marks. He was a kid that could study all day, and he'd get to an exam and he'd just blank. So he decided that and like I told him, Kyle, the military is going to pay you to play sports the rest of your life. The only thing they don't have is football. They've got rugby, basketball, you name it, they have it. So I think that he kind of went, well, why would I take a chance in ending all my sports careers, or I take 2 years off, heal, because his body went through hell his last year, because he was playing competitive in the spring, or he played competitive from January through till the middle of August, and then they went to the finals in the fall, so he had like a month off that year. That's hard on a kid's body.
Yeah.
But and no, actually, he's going military police officer, Shane. He's done his first year, so he's got 1 more year left. He's got 3 years in the military already. So once he's done his schooling, he'll remuster to be an MP. They'll bring him into the regular force, probably under artillery, and then he'll go away for whatever it is, 12, 14 weeks of intense training. And then he's got, I think it's 8 months or a year of one-on-one. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm the same way right here, Charlie. That's what ended my career. Kid, we had scouts in our final game of the year, and the sucker blindsided me, took out my left knee, and I still have problems today with it. Yeah.
Well, you know what I noticed about your chat today?
What's that?
That you got the best of the best of the best of the best folks in your chat today.
I don't know, Shane. No, Shane had the best of the best of the best in the morning.
I thought Shane had the best, but it looks like you got the best of the best of the best in the afternoon.
You absolutely.
Yeah, let's see if Shane's awake.
Oh, he's been spitting out about. Whoa! It was all him, not me.
No, he's saying nice for not joining in.
Yeah. And yeah, it is. Well, now there we were talking about her not that long ago either.
Yep. Bellflower of the South, right there, Bubba.
You're not going to hear any arguments from me.
Yep. She's lucky. She's lucky I'm not single. I'd probably still be single, but she's lucky I'm not single.
I was going to say it, but I was biting my tongue. I was going to be good because I need somebody to drive me to the airport.
I know how to drive.
At least it says I'm not.
There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I drive Miss Lazy all the time.
That's great. So yeah, that's no problem, Lisa. We'll get that figured out. All right. Well, that's quite all right, Andel.
Shane's gonna put it on a tee. The best of the best of the best of the best.
Absolutely. I think it goes on the backside of his coffee cup, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
You know, all that he's got to do is get his crystal, to put that on the back of the cup.
And then on the reverse side, what's he going to put?
Well, his tractor.
My morning live is, and then turn it around. The best of the best, the best of the best.
No, he's going to have his tractor and everything on the one side, and then on the other side, he's going to do morning live with the best of the best of the best of the best.
Well, he can have a whole series of cups. He can have the tractor. He can have one that says my moderators, one says my chat, one says, and everything.
He can have a T-shirt with his mug on it.
With his mug on it, yeah. Yeah. And it'd be like this, like Shane's, best of the best of the best of the best.
Why aren't you going anywhere near Pearson, Rochelle? Got me totally confused now. That was out of nowhere. Not unless she was talking, maybe she's way behind and she's commenting whenever we were talking about Houston and.
Right. Is Pearson one that's closer to you?
No, Pearson is the one in Toronto.
Oh, okay. But you're still thinking about doing the Syracuse or the New York thing, right?
Well, I'm like 2.5 hours from Syracuse, and the hotel that we always stay at, I can park for free there, and they have a shuttle that takes me right to the airport.
Right.
And they pick us up from the airport, and you only have to stay one night. So Oh, oh yeah. No, okay. Sorry, Rochelle. You just caught me out of the blue with that comment. Yes, you're Crystal. You'd hire both of us? Wow. You probably wouldn't whenever you hear the wage that we're going to ask for.
He's desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be kind to a Canadian and Texan is all that is. Oh, look at that. Nick's going live. So everybody that has Instagram, go visit AZ Highland Homestead. Nick is going live.
He's going live on Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah, I just got because I was thinking about shutting it down because we're coming on 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I need to go take a nap. I've been up
I was just thinking the same. I've got
this morning
I'm
trying to help out the best of the best of the best of the best.
Brampton Scott Pearson. Oh my Jesus, you guys have me so. If I wasn't confused and foggy before, I sure as hell am now.
Yeah.
But if you have Instagram, I will drop.
Oh,
I will drop his link right now. AZ. He's only got one person here right now. Oh, of course, Big Matt.
I done did it for you, Bubba. You're too slow.
You got his Instagram?
Yeah.
There you go.
Come on, Rambler. Can't believe you didn't know if I had that or not. You remember you got the best of the best of the best here.
I hear. But look at these.
Oh no.
So now he's ratting them out to him. So guys, everybody,
Love raid. Hate raid.
listen.
You're gonna do a love raid from YouTube to Instagram.
No, y'all go over there. Y'all go show him support.
Anyways, everybody go over and see Nick.
It's got Jesse over there too, huh?
Yeah, it's not enough that Nick's got like 5 channels and now he's gonna do Instagram too.
Yeah, I know.
I see you.
I see you too, buddy. Anyways, everybody go over, show Nick some love, tell him that Jesse and Scott sent you, and they're over on Instagram. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys
I need to be
next
angry
Thursday.
because you showing me off. I might flip somebody off and get in trouble.
The two of them are getting into trouble over there. So
All right, Scotty, we'll talk to you.
All
Yeah,
right.
I got games too.
we'll talk at you later.
All right, bye-bye, everybody.
All right, bye.
Man, y'all are crazy.
All right.
We're crazy over there.
So everybody,
That's why we love the Rambler.
go over to Nick's, show him some love, and I'm going for
Yeah,
a
no, I
nap.
just wanted to come up here and
Talk to you later.
talk to